What is up, YouTube? It's Zombie back at it again. And basically, the last couple weeks of BO6 have been very boring. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really been touching this game a lot. I've mainly just been going back and playing like BO3, BO2, like multiplayer and whatnot, zombies. Season 1, I felt like was very front heavy with the content. We had like Season 1 Reloaded. I felt like that was super early. And Citadel Day More, that was like already a month and a half ago at this point, and there just hasn't really been anything. The Squid Game event was very lackluster, to be honest, and I felt like they were kind of planning for that to just carry the entire month leading up to season 2, but it's just not doing it, bro. Like, no one cares about the Squid Game event, and honestly, I think most people despise the Squid Game event, and especially for zombies, the Squid Game tie-in was just a huge letdown. We'll see what Treyarch does to bring the player base back and whatnot, because this game is still bleeding players at an unbelievable rate. Things to be hyped about. There is some things to be hyped about, in my opinion. They have to do that if they don't want to piss off their investors and, have them see that, everyone's leaving the game. They gotta hype some stuff up. 115 Day was recently, and there was a lot of announcements in terms of the new Zombies map, which is going to be titled The Tomb. It comes out the 28th, so we're currently 8 days away from The Tomb. Treyarch intentionally stirred up a lot of rumors with this to build up hype, but there are some rumors that possibly the Ice Staff from Origins is returning, which I honestly hope that's not the case. I hope we get a new original Wonder Weapon, because I'm honestly not a fan of when they bring back old Wonder Weapons. It might be cool for a little bit, but it kind of just feels like a gimmick just to draw people back in. Like, oh, it's the Ice Staff. Remember, guys, the Ice Staff was so good. Like, we brought it back, blah, blah, blah. But I would rather them do just a new Wonder Weapon that's original and creative, kind of like the Beam Smasher was cool. Anyway, there's also rumors that the Ray Gun Mark II is coming back. I'm pretty sure it's actually confirmed 100% that the Ray Gun Mark II is coming to Black Ops 6 at some point. I'm not sure if it's going to be with this DLC or later in the life cycle, but I'm a fan of that, honestly, because having both the Ray Gun and the Ray Gun Mark II in the box, that's not like unoriginal. That's just kind of a traditional thing that's been done, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 and whatnot. So I'm going to be cool with that. Big fan of the Ray Gun Mark II, and it would definitely make high rounds a lot better to have that sort of super powerful weapon just besides the main wonder weapons in the map. But the big thing for me that was announced on 115 Day is this idea that they're going to bring back an iconic SMG from Zombies history. Now, to me, this can only mean two things. They're either bringing back the PPSH, which is what I want, or they can bring back the MP40, which I think would be pretty boring, because honestly, the MP40 was only ever iconic just because it was a wall weapon that was easy to get, and it was kind of just a nice point weapon in like BO1 and BO2. I mean, it was only in Origins and BO2, but you know what I mean. While the PPSH is iconic because people would actually go through the effort of spinning the box, dozens of times just to get the PP, and it was amazing. It just shreds through the horde. Camping on the catwalk in Darius with this thing was just, it was the meta, bro. Like, it was the meta if you wanted to just get to like round, 40. I hope that they bring back the PPSH instead of the MP40, because mainly I want to get Dark Matter on the PPSH. I was never able to get the PPSH back in Black Ops 3 when that released for the multiplayer, because you had to use everyone's favorite feature in BO3, the supply drops, to get it. To this day, the supply drops are still probably my greatest enemy. Another thing that people are hyped for that I personally don't have a care for at all is the fact that this map is going to tie in the Chaos storyline to the Ether storyline. At least more than we've ever seen before. And the reason I don't really care about this is because I did not really play BO4 much. I kind of played it a little bit at launch, and it lost me there. Looking back, I wish I continued playing it and learned the game better, because from what I hear, it's an incredible experience. But I personally have still just not gone back and, seasoned myself into BO4 zombies and whatnot. My main question, though, about this new DLC is, can it generate more hype for this game? Now, I mean, right now it's only really generating hype with the zombies audience. It is a pretty small fraction of the overall Call of Duty audience and player base. I mean, if you look at like the Easter egg completion rates for this game, I think they said it's like 5% or some shit. Like 5% of players that play Call of Duty end up doing the Easter eggs and zombies. And if you're a hardcore zombies player, obviously you're going to be doing the Easter eggs. So that just shows that the hardcore zombies fans, if you will, are a very small minority of the Call of Duty player base, which makes sense. You know, it's not what Call of Duty's foundation is built on. It's an extra mode, I guess, and it's more than anything in this game, it's just used to grind XP because, you know, your levels transfer between the modes, unlike in BO3. Anyway, there's also talk that one way that they're going to try to generate a ton of hype is with a second Zombies Chronicles. Now, some people are saying it's going to come to BO6. I personally do not see this happening, and I believe if they do a Chronicles 2, which I think they would be stupid not to, since it's the highest selling DLC in COD history, it would be in next year's, or I guess it's 2025, it would be this year's Call of Duty, which is also going to be a Treyarch title, which makes me believe that it's going to be, you know, in Call of Duty 2025, because it's also supposed to be a Black Ops 2 sequel or remake or remaster or demake or something. It's confusing what people are saying, but it's supposed to have some serious ties to Black Ops 2, and if that's true, I feel like it would make a lot more sense for a Chronicles 2 to appear in this year's Call of Duty rather than Black Ops 6. And just with the way the mechanics are in the zombies in Black Ops 6, they would just have to make a completely different mode of zombies for the older maps to function properly and like they did back in the old days, because just with the way the salvage is and whatnot, like it would literally have to be a whole new mode pretty much for the maps to work properly. I want to know y'all's thoughts on BO6. You know, do you think it's trending in a good direction? You know, do you think the hype is pretty much dead? Like, no one's really talking about this game, and you know, YouTube videos talking about this game get hardly any views anymore. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching, and if you like this content, go follow my TikTok, Last Zombie. I'm going to be posting there more. I believe TikTok is here to stay. Yeah, I'll be doing zombies content on there and some IRL streams if y'all are into that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.